you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are not new, I appreciate you showing up today, and if you are new, I also appreciate you clicking on my channel. Hopefully you are here to stay. My name is Leia, and this is my cash stuffing channel where we do all things cash stuffing, budgeting, you know, low income things, paying off debt, all that stuff. So hopefully you stay to the end, you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just go ahead and get into budgeting for my first paycheck of April. Let's go. Okay, so first I want to say, excuse my nails. I don't think they look bad, but they look very jagged. Like, I like for them to grow out, so when I put on my press-ons last a lot longer, if that makes sense, because my nails are about the length of the press-on, so I like to let them grow out or whatever. So excuse they look kind of jagged. But besides that, let's go ahead and get into this. Today, the reason why I have this here is because I did more spending than I should have. Usually when I budget, whatever is in my binders is what I spend, and I try not to go over that at all. If I have $200 for groceries, I only spend $200 for groceries. I don't go over it just because I'm putting it on my credit card. I don't go over. I don't do those things. But for the past couple of weeks, I did. I did, and it's bad. It's not a good thing to do. Please don't do that. But I did, and so what you see here is basically like my mock-up of everything. So I just wanted like for y'all to see that, and for me to, you know, be transparent. This was the first mock-up, and then I did buy some stuff like yesterday, so I did a second one just so it could be updated. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, I ripped the paper. Of course I ripped the paper. Anyway, so this was like what I did this morning actually. So here are my categories, because most of the categories that I'm talking about is going to be my wallet categories, my variable expenses, groceries, gas, shopping, those things, right? So groceries, gas, shopping, home, and eating out. I wrote down what I have in those binders currently: 200, 55, 44, 35, 30. And then I wrote down what I spent. These changed because I bought stuff yesterday. My groceries, gas, and shopping, those changed since yesterday. That's why I redid those, and not these, because these didn't change. I didn't buy anything for home. I didn't eat out. Because I was trying to not spend money. I don't know if anyone saw when I made that post where I said I'm trying to do no spend until payday. I was serious about that, so that's why I try not to do a no spend. And then yesterday came and I had to spend money. Gas is high, so of course I had to buy some gas. Like, gas is high as freak right now. But anyway, so here we have the difference. The difference is basically how much over I am. Like in groceries, for example, I currently have $200. I spent $55.99, so I'm over $55.99. So I wrote down an estimate of, or not an estimate, exactly what I want to stuff inside of my variable expenses envelope, or my wallet as I call it. I wrote down what I want to stuff to make sure that I can cover the money that I've already spent, but also have some money left over until the next day I get paid. If you guys understand what I'm saying. you guys understand. Like, for example, for anyone that doesn't, for example, let's do shopping. Shopping, I currently have $44, but I spent $82.53. So the difference of $82.53 minus 44 is going to be $38.53. So I am over $38.53. And so I put I wrote we're going to stuff $50. So if I do 50 minus 38, that's going to be 12. So that means that once I do my unstuffing, I will still have $12 that I have to myself to spend, which is not a lot, but this is the predicament I put myself in. Like, it is what it is. It's not a lot, but I'm gonna have to just work with it. Like, I'm gonna just have to not do the things I want to do, and that's my fault, and we're adults, so deal with it. Okay, like, I want to be honest, I did some spending that I had no business doing, and it is what it is. So we got to make up for it, because I got to pay off my credit card, like, period. We not collecting no debt over here. We paid that credit card off, it's paid off. We're not, well, no, we're not doing that. So let me go ahead and we're going to get into this. So for this week, I had to leave work early, so I'm missing about 6 hours off of my check. I hate that. It sucks. I had like a horrible migraine, and I am anemic, and I have PCOS, and I'm working night shift, and I think me getting my period was really just messing with my body, and it gave me a horrible migraine that was like coming down into the side of my face. Like, it started in the right temple and was going down my face. So I said, I need to clock out and go home. Usually they put PTO down whenever you do that, but I think the rules changed and they did it. So I'm missing 5 hours off my check, so my check is short a little, like, it's short 5 hours. So anyway, we are going to be budgeting $1,213. That's not bad. We got this. We can work with that. We can work with that. Okay, there are people out here who's making less than that. Okay, so I'm very grateful to God that we have that money to budget. So let's start. So let's see, my fixed bills are already written out here. So my rent, we have $260 for rent. And then electric, I'm skipping electric. We're not putting any money in there because I had to pay it off early. You guys know that my electric bill was $456, and because that bill was extended for like 2 months, they added the month of last month onto that one. And so they sent me an email saying that I needed to pay off that bill before I had to pay off that bill by the 5th, or they were going to turn off our lights or whatever. So I ended up just paying off what I had. I had $363 because this check was going to be the last check, and it was going to be complete. But anyway, so I had $363, and then I took money from my groceries, and I took the $87 that I needed, and I took it from groceries. So yeah, we had to pay that off before the 5th because I need my lights. So it is what it is. And so because I took that money from groceries, we're not going to pay anything to electric because I asked for an extension on the current bill. So I'm not going to start stuffing for the current bill until my next check. Boom. Okay, so then we have car insurance is going to be $61. What did I do? Plus $61. Let me slow down. I don't want my videos to be too long. That's probably why it seems like I'll be like moving fast, but let me like kind of slow down just a little bit. Phone bill is $30, and the reason why it's an extra $10 is because when I paid my phone bill, they had like a $10 fee. And I was like, what the heck? Duh, I should have known that. Okay, this is America. Everything has a fee, a tax, a transaction fee, a fee, a breathing fee. I should have known that. So we're doing the extra $10 so that when I unstuff, I will have the exact amount that I need in my unstuffing. But we'll also have that $20 that needs to be in there because y'all know I pay my phone bill every 3 months. Okay, so that should be $351 for my fixed bills. So let me just go ahead and redo that because it's me. Yeah, so we're gonna put $351 for our fixed bills, and then we're gonna go to the things that stay in the bank. And so the things that stay in the bank is going to be my brother's allowance, which is $15. Then we have home insurance, which is $10, and I do round up on my bills because I don't actually say that most of the time. I do round up. My home insurance is like $9 and like 58 cents or something like that, so I just put $10 on there. And then we have my iCloud, which is $2.99, so I put $3. So plus 3 is 28. Yeah, 15, 25, yeah, 28. And I'm not gonna lie, I think my Apple, no, not Apple, my what is it called, Disney, my Disney Plus. So my Disney Plus was due yesterday and it came out, and so now my account is in the negative. So I'm just going to it's in the negatives like 38 cents. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I cashed up everything. So my account, sometimes if I use my buffer for like little things, it'll be negative like 50 cents. And so it's negative right now. So I need to, and it's negative because of Disney Plus. So I need to put, I think, like $3 extra on there. Oh, I didn't mean to put that right there. I meant to put it right here. $3 for Disney Plus. So I'm gonna go plus 3, and that's 31. Oh, it worked out. We're just gonna put a 1 right there. So this should be $31. 10 plus 6, 31. Okay, so that's $31. And then we have my envelopes that I need to go ahead and stuff. And so Adventure is getting $15. For what reason? I don't know. I must have spent $15 at some point and I need to pay myself back. This is why I don't do everything on camera with you guys, because I forget sometimes what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, how much it costs, if I'm overspending. So usually whenever I'm done for the day or whenever I come home, I go onto my credit card and I look at what I've spent and I write it down, and then I write it on here before I even come on camera with you guys, because I get paid every 2 weeks. If I waited every 2 weeks before I did my budget with you guys, this video would probably be like an hour and a half long. So that's why I just do everything off camera. So apparently at some point I spent $15. So anyway, medical will get its usual $50, because you guys know I see my chiropractor. And he did tell me I could start seeing him every 4 weeks, so basically a month. But I'm still going to do every 2 weeks because I go to the gym regularly, and I feel like a chiropractor is very important whenever you're going to the gym regularly. Like a chiropractor, a massage therapist, I feel like, and like doing yoga and Pilates, I feel like all those things you need to be doing one or the other when you're, going to the gym regularly. I feel like it's very important. So I can't do all 3. So the least I can do is go to my chiropractor. So $50 for that. And then my brother wants his hair done, and that is taking a chunk of my budget. And I love my brother to death. That's the only reason why I'm doing this for him, because it really is kind of messing with my budget. Like this is $75, y'all. That's $80. You know what I could do with $80? I could be putting that towards my Discover card. I could be putting that towards my student loans. But I told him I would do it. I'm going to do it. But I did talk to my dad, and I asked my dad if he can give me the other half, and he said yes. So luckily, I don't have to come out of $150, just $75. I already promised it. I'm not going to break my promise. Just because I overspent. Just because I did overspending doesn't mean I got to break my promise. You know what I mean? Okay, so treat myself. I bought a facial thingy. It cost $64, so I'm paying myself back. I'm paying my credit card back for that $64 that I spent. So yeah, when I say I did some spending, I did some spending. But y'all, I'm sorry. I want to treat myself. I'm sorry. How many months can you go without treating yourself to a wax, or getting your eyebrows done, or getting a facial, or getting your toes done? How many months can you go, without doing those things before you're I don't know, you're mentally depleted a little bit. These things help us, keep our sanity. Let's be honest. I love myself the way I am. I don't always have to have my nails done. Y'all know that. Y'all come to this channel, I don't always have to have my nails done. I don't always have to have my stuff painted. None of that. But whenever I feel that urge that I really want to, I feel like I need to budget it to do it. So it is what it is. I bought it. I got a budget to pay myself back, or pay my credit card back. So we should be at 204. So let me do that again. 15 plus 50 plus 75 plus 64 is 204. And then I have HomeGlow because y'all, I'm in debt to HomeGlow. I mean, to my credit card because I had to cancel that membership. Y'all, I'm gonna put screenshots on this video of how many times they have called me, sent me messages, and emailed me after I canceled my membership. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, it's weird. But I canceled my membership, and it cost $200 and something to cancel that freaking membership. And so now I'm in debt. But it's better to be in debt to the $200 than the $600 it would have cost me to actually use them, because it's cost about $100 a month to use them, and they say you can't cancel your membership until the 6-month mark, so they would have been $600 out of my pocket versus $200. So it is what it is. I'm okay with that. But they're very annoying. HomeGlow is a very annoying company, like they really are, and I wish I wouldn't have never used them. But if I have any money left over, I'll put it towards that. But if not, I can worry about it my next check, and we'll just worry about it then. But let me go ahead and write down what I have so far, which is that 204. All right, so let's see. In total for now, we have 351 plus 31 plus 204. In total, I'm gonna put the total down here. We have 586. So now we can do 1213 minus 586. That's going to be $627. All right. And then we do have my I did put my car insurance over here now because it is a debt, so I'm just going to have all my debt right here. So we have, I want to start paying extra on this, and I'm thinking I should do I should do 126. I think I'm gonna do that because that'll just make this even. So I'm gonna do minus 127. I said 6, I meant 7, y'all, I'm sorry. 127, because that makes this an even 500. So now I am working with $500. And I know I think when it comes to my groceries, because I just went over that with you guys just a second ago. So we're gonna put those numbers in here, and it should be $390. So let's go ahead. Groceries is gonna get $200, but you guys, like I just said, we had to pay our electric bill with our grocery money, so it's not really $200. It's really like $113, because that oh, I can't speak, I'm so sorry. That $87 is paying me back. I'm paying myself back. So technically it's not $200 that I can spend for the next 2 weeks, if that makes sense. So and then gas is going to get 60 because gas is high. Luckily, I live in a cheaper state, so it's high, but it's not as high as other states. Like, other states are like clocking at $5 a gallon. So for us, we're clocking at like 3.6. I mean $3.60. But it's still a lot. It's still a lot. And then for spending, we're gonna do 50. Household, we're going to do 20. Eating out, we are going to do 60. I never do this much money for eating out. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, and we're gonna do minus 200, minus 60, minus 50, minus 20, and then minus 60, and we have $110 left. Okay, so giving, unfortunately for giving, I think I'm gonna do nothing. So I'm sorry, I can't give anything this time, but y'all know me, every check I usually pull out $5, and I usually, it goes to somebody. I don't know who, and I don't know what, for whatever reason, but when people be like, oh, you got extra change, yep, here's a $5 bill. Keep the change. That's usually how that goes. This, I didn't even add this up. This should be $390 though. I'm not even gonna do the calculator. It should be $390. So that's $390 in total. So we have $110 left. And I'm thinking I really need to make sure I'm stuffing student loans, because as y'all know, like, our student loans are about to go out of forbearance in July, and we're gonna have to make monthly payments on that. I want to stuff as much as I can, so that way my first payment will be covered and I don't have to stress about, ooh, like, where's the money gonna come from? Like, so I want to just put as much as I can, and then when July comes and they ask me to set up a payment plan, I will have some money to put towards that payment plan, like for the first month or two. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. By God, you know, amen. That's what we're hoping for. So I'm thinking, should I put that $10 and then I can do 50 for Discover and then 50 for saving challenges? That's what I'm thinking. That's, to me, because I don't want to put nothing in student loans. Or I could do $5. I could do $5, and then because right now we're at an even number of 110. If I do 105, it's no longer even though, and that's stupid. Like, that's stupid. So we're gonna do 50 for my Discover, and we're gonna do 50 for my saving challenges. I just hate my saving challenges being like such a low amount, like $50, but $50 is better than nothing. Like and we can make it work. I'm hoping that tomorrow we can finish some challenges. I'm going to play my challenges in a way that we can finish some of them. That's how I'm going to try to do it. We're going to see how that goes. But let me add up my debt. We have 50 for Discover, 127 for car insurance, and then we have 10 for student loans. That's 187. And then saving challenges is $50. And so hopefully we did this correctly, and once I add up all of these amounts, it should add up to 1213. So let's go ahead and see. We have 204. We have 586 plus 390 plus 187 plus 50. That is 1213. We did it. Oh, I'm so happy. You guys don't understand. Like, I stressed about this budget because I did all that overspending, and I'm still kind of stressing. I'm praying to God that when we do an unstuffing, like, there may be like $200 left on my credit card because of the Homoglow situation. But that means I have like $1,000 on there right now. So that means I need to have about $800 unstuffed. You guys, like, I'm laughing, but like I'm panicking. Okay, anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and write down 1213, and then we're gonna subtract basically what we just did. But I like to have basically a summary of what we just did. This is my wallet, or my variable, whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be 390. My debt was 187. Saving challenges was 50. Minus 586. Minus 390. Minus 187. Minus 50. And we are at 0. We have zeroed out our paycheck, and I'm very happy because I feel like I did good. You know, I keep up with my budget, what I'm spending. I really do pay attention to those things. And honestly, I don't think it's a lot. I just think because I'm a low budgeter, it feels like a lot. But like, I spent $38 shopping. Like, let's be for real, y'all. $38, that's not a lot of money. For 2 weeks, we're talking about 2 weeks. Okay, I went over $38. Like, let's be for real, that's not a lot. But because I'm a low budgeter, it just feels heavy on my shoulders, if that makes sense. So, but I think I'm okay. I think we've done a good job at budgeting. When we unstuff, we're just gonna see what happens, and we're gonna yeah. So I am done. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I need to get my 10K steps in. Y'all better be getting y'all 10K steps in. Y'all better be doing y'all thing. Okay, we finna have summer bodies. So I'm gonna leave. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.